Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mia Torres and thank you guys for watching another video. So today I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and do something a little bit different. Well, it's not really different, but it's just I don't really use these colors together or that much. So I guess it is a little bit different. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and jump to the video. I'm gonna go ahead and use my James Charles palette. I use this palette in almost every video, almost. So, I mean, how can you not use every color or not use this palette almost every day? It is like the perfect, almost like the perfect eyeshadow palette you could ask for. Anyways, I'm gonna stop babbling. I'm gonna go ahead and use this dark green. We are using, I actually gotta, what I gotta do? I gotta set my base. So I just used my LA Girl Pro Concealer. I believe that shade is in Porcelain, so it rubbed off, so I'm not really sure what it was again. But it's one of the two lightest shades, so it kind of matched perfect with my skin tone too. Usually I use the really white one. I think it's the fairest, but this one looks really good. Okay, so I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill brush set as always. I'm going into that dark green first. We are going to pack this green in here. Guys, I really didn't know what I was going for this look. I just know I wanted to do green and blue. And I was just going to roll with it. And I ended up liking it. I hope you guys are having an amazing month of June. I cannot wait to start putting out more looks. I've been really intrigued in all of the fall looks. Obviously, people are not putting out fall looks right now, but you know what? I'm still getting excited. This color looks kind of blue when you said it. It looks kind of crazy right now, but I'm going to go into that light green that was right next to it, and I'm going to blend out this shade up here before I go more in depth with that dark green. I've actually been really loving to work with greens lately. And green can be very intimidating sometimes, but I think if you find the right palette in the right shades, it looks really beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go back into that dark green and intensify this as much as I can. Okay, so the best way that I feel that it is to carve it out is with baby oil, because if I try to do it with concealer, it's gonna mix in with the concealer and then it's gonna make a lighter green, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my JH42 brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and carve that out and hope they can look like twins. I'm gonna try to go super slow. Oops. Okay, so now that I got it somewhat carved out, I'm hoping they're going to be the same. I'm going to carve it out with the same concealer. This is always the hard part, is trying to get them to look symmetrical, and most of the time they don't. It's okay. Makeup's makeup, you're meant to have fun with it, I guess. Well, not I guess you are, but you know. There's no rules. And we made it. Okay, so next I'm going into the Lucky Charms X Morphe. We're using one of the liners. This is the color in Delightful. It is the blue. And I'm just gonna sketch out a line. Doesn't have to be precise. We're blending it out anyways. You're gonna look a little crazy. Kind of make just a wing. My pencil is not sharpened, so it's a little... That's okay. Don't worry about it. Sorry guys. Okay. So now that we have that guide, we're gonna go ahead and dip into the dark blue and just we look like a hot mess. Okay, so I'm using another Lucky Charms brush. This is an LC4, and I am just gonna blend this out. I didn't take it all the way in because I didn't want to. I mean, at least the blue eyeliner. I don't want my eyes to look closed off. Try to blend this as nice as possible. And hopefully get them to look the same, because if they don't, it's gonna be more of a hot mess. Okay, this is a rough draft of that blue. We're gonna go into another blue. I am using the Lucky Charms palette, and I am mixing, what is it? Playful and Blue Moon. They're these two shades right here. We're gonna get the perfect cocktail. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this up with the wipey. So it could be crispy. Just kidding. Just more of a better line. I hope they're symmetrical. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna move on, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and use the white eyeliner, and I think it's called Suave, S-U-V-A, or Suave. I don't know. I mess up every time, but it's just called White Panda. And I'm not actually using a brush I should be using. I'm being kind of ghetto and using a old elf eyeliner brush, but you know, we're gonna move on. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my jewels. I already put my my glue on my eye, and we're doing green. Green, blue, and clear. I didn't want to do too much jewels today, but just some, because I don't want to take away from the eyeshadow. Okay, and then we're going to do 3 more on this end. It's a lot of glue. Okay guys, so this is what we have so far. I'm really liking it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my base off camera, and I'll be right back. And we are back with the bronzing. Put a little bit more color into my face because I look super washed out, especially with these colors. I think I'm really gonna like this look. Now I just gotta try to figure out if I'm gonna smoke out my lower lash line with the blue or the green. I think I'm gonna do the green. Let's see, I hope it comes out good. Okay. Bronze. Well, I did contour already, so yeah, bronzing. I want to try the new Jaclyn Hill bronzers. I heard they're really good. The formula is supposed to be really good, so I'm super excited. I've never tried any of her highlighters, just her palettes, so I would probably be really stoked. And I want to try her lip treatment because my lips be dry, so dry. And I hate when you specifically use a lot of lip liners. If you're somebody who uses a lot of lip liners, you can see all of the dead skin on your lips, and it is the most frustrating thing in the world. So that is something I definitely want to try from her collection. Because it looks like I got no lips. whatever. Moving on, we're gonna go ahead and do my blush. My blush is the same, so with my highlighter and my bronzers, those have not changed. That's why I didn't want to show it. Well, that's why I just don't. Yeah, I'm just gonna shut up. So I already tightlined my waterline with black jaw eyeliner. I'm gonna go back into that green and stamp it as close as I can to my waterline, and then I'm gonna blend it out with the light green. If you guys have not tried this Lucky Charms palette, I highly recommend it. I think it is a really pretty palette. The only downfall from this collection, I would probably say, is the pencils. They're not as pigmented as I expected them to be, so that's kind of the downfall. But if you can, you know, look past that, then I would definitely get the collection if it's still available. Or at least the palette. The brushes are pretty good too, I'm not gonna lie. I actually really love them. I'm gonna smoke it out with the lime green. I'm using the LC4. And we're gonna blend this out. I'm gonna blend it out, and then I'll probably pack it on again, go back in with the dark green just to make sure everything looks very blended and not stopped. It kind of looks like yellow. Ooh. I like it. I like those two greens mixed together. They blend really good with each other. Sheesh. Just kidding. Go back in with the green. This one's called Enchanted Forest. I feel pretty, so pretty. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz my face with my e.l.f. matte finish fine matte setting spray. I'm gonna stop because I'm being too much this morning. I woke up way too early and I went to sleep way too late. So I apologize for acting a fool. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Try not to hit myself in the face because that's happened once or twice. I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender and just pounce everything in and make sure the powders don't look too cakey. I've been really liking not putting, I'm just gonna highlight. I was saying I've been really liking not putting so much powder on my nose because it stops it from looking so cakey and you can't see so much texture. Even though there's not a lot of texture, it just seems like there's a lot of texture on my nose 24/7. So I've been kind of liking just contouring with cream contour and then using a contour shade powder to just set it instead of using a contour shade. A contour concealer and then a translucent powder and then powder, you know, the actual contour powder. It was just too much. So it constantly made my nose look so cakey, and then when I would try to brush it off, it would settle into the fine lines of my nose. Hot mess, I'm telling you. I'm gonna go ahead and darken my brows, do my eyelashes and my lips, and I will be back. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. I feel like I really like it. It's pretty out there, but pretty simple, but not for some people. So anyways, thank you guys for subscribing, for liking, and I will see you guys in my next video.